Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Chicago White Sox going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome your New York Mets.
Just about ready to go. And on the hill in this one, Kodai Senga. What do you look for here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Now it's the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And we are underway.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
And another ball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
No strike.
That misses the zone. And now 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
That's in there. And now 3 balls and a strike. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Luis Robert Jr. now at the plate. Check swing went around. And that is strike 1.
1 strike.
The delivery to Robert. Close, but called a ball. 1-1. And that's downstairs and outside. Fouls one off. 2-2. Got him. And 1 gone.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Benintendi up here. First pitch just misses. Swings through that. Tauchman stands at first with 1 out. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one misses, and it's 2-2. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
So here we go again with the walks. It's been a real struggle finding the zone for him in the past. Now, even if they get out of this jam, these walks add pressure and stress to the entire team.
Andrew Vaughn in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Man, you're playing with fire starting him off with the fastball in the zone, but it didn't end up hurting him.
1 out. Runners at first and second. In the air, right field. The throw home. But it's offline. He will score. And it's 1-0.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Josh Rojas.
Here's Josh Rojas.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this. This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in. You got to try to get another one or maybe two.
That's the ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Runners are at the corners, one away. Swings and misses. Now 2 away.
Well, I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Here's the second baseman, Lenin Sosa. Just missed. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And that one fouled off. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1-2 here. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a ball and 2 strikes. That's inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
2 on, 2 outs.
3-2.
Miguel Vargas up next for the White Sox. And they're all loaded up.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter.
Batting
Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Miguel Vargas.
Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Bases loaded, 2 down. Off the plate, and the count is 1-1. There's the swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss, and that is that.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here with my pal Singy, getting the nod in this one, Martin Perez. What's the word on him?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Chopped left side. Rojas sends it across to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting second, right fielder, Juan.
Here's Juan Soto. That's to third, and that squirts through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting third, third
Mark
baseman.
Vientos
Mark
will hit next.
Vientos.
Here goes the runner. Ground ball right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
That's what a good
Batting
sinker's
fourth,
designed to
first
do. Get a guy to
baseman,
roll over a
Pete
little bit, hit the ball on the ground,
Alonso.
kill some worms while you're at it.
Here's Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And that's outside. Sliced hard but foul. Soto stands at second with 2 gone. Here comes a pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Outside low. It's 2-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Brandon Nimmo in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Chop to third. Rojas throws across the diamond. That's the third out. Inning over. Mets leave 1, and it remains 1-0. And we're back.
Leading off for the White
Brooks
Sox,
Baldwin.
shortstop.
He's
Brooks
someone that you
Baldwin.
might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. That's a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Pitch in the dirt, 2-2. And misses inside. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he's been in a very giving mood today.
Batting ninth, catcher.
Here's Corey Lee.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Lee getting the start at catcher, hitting ninth in today's lineup. A former first-round pick back in 2019. Senga keeping an eye on him. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other
Right
way.
fielder,
So
Mike
credit the pitcher for
Topman.
having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Here's Mike Topman. Walked his first time. Right through there for a strike.
Ball, slow.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1-2.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. Man at first, one away. Out to center. Taylor makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Luis Robert Jr.
Here's Luis Robert, also known as La Pantera. Struck out swinging his first time. Just missed.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Here's a 1-1. And there's a foul ball. And that is downstairs. And the count now even up. Two outs. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Hit in the air, right field. Soto gets under it. And that'll do it. So one left for the White Sox. They lead it 1-0. Back here in Queens,
Leading off
here's Brandon
for the
Nimmo.
Mets, left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Perez back to work. Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-0. There's a swing and a drive. This one could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he's there with a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Starling Marte, the next to hit. That one drifts inside. Nimmo at second with nobody out. That one's in there, and the count 1-1.
That's low.
Way out front for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw comes in too late, and the defense comes away with nothing.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Now it's going to be Tyrone Taylor. And that one is in for a strike.
0-1.
Runners on the corners, no outs. And that one is downstairs. And now it's even 1-1. Line drive caught.
Reaction time is so important in the majors, especially when you're dealing with line drives to
Batting
third
eighth,
with
catcher,
good exit
Francisco
velo. You have to be ready for
Alvarez.
anything like he was right there.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at-bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
Just missed.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone, and worst case.
Marte on the move. On the ground to the left. And it stays fair. 1 runs in. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Runners at the corners here. 1 away. Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Ground ball left side, could be 2. To second, there's 1 on the ball. 2. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. All even now at 1-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark.
White Sox,
Benintendi to
left
start
fielder,
it.
Andrew Benintendi.
Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, first baseman, Andrew
Digging
Vaughn.
in, Andrew Vaughn. RBI single his last time up. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. One down, base is empty. That one fouled off. 2-2. Tied up here in the early going. Got it. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. And next to hit for the Sox, Josh Rojas.
Third baseman,
Struck
Josh
out swinging
Rojas.
his first time. And that's outside. And that's ball 1. Outside. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. 2 outs, base is empty.
That's out the corner.
There's the strike at the knees.
3-2.
And that's ball 4.
They just keep handing out gifts, Boog.
Now
Were
batting,
we
second
supposed to bring
baseman,
something?
Lenny
Singy, I think
Sosa.
just our presence is the present. So a man at first. Now it's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Ball 1 there.
1-1.
Inside,
Nope, that's off
just missed. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swinging a foul straight back. Laced to right center, base hit. They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2
Up
outs.
next for the White
Everything
Sox,
came together for
designated
him.
hitter,
Really good
Miguel
swing right there. He
Vargas.
got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. That misses, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Two on, 2 outs.
2-0.
This one in the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Outside with a breaking ball.
3-0.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Rojas, the lead runner at second. Sosa at first, 2 out of the inning. And that'll load the bases.
He just hasn't had great command of his pitches in
Now
this
batting,
one.
shortstop,
Definitely more
Brooks
walks than you'd like to
Baldwin.
see.
And stepping in is the speedy Brooks Baldwin. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. And ball 1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes the throw. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. It's 3-1.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Corey Lee steps to the plate for the White Sox. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-0.
2 balls,
Action
no
in the
strike.
Mets bullpen. Sean Reed Foley getting loose out there. Fastball is outside.
Well, out there on the mound, he's got to go right after this hitter because you don't want to turn this lineup over. This is the guy that you've got to get that final out, get out of this inning.
2 outs. And there's the automatic. This one in the air, center field. And that is that. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the White Sox 3 and the Mets 1. Back here at Citi Field as we go to the last of the third. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor. Right back to him on the mound. Lindor retired.
Now batting, the right fielder, Juan
And next for the Mets,
Soto.
Juan Soto. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Swing and a ground ball. Rojas fires across the diamond, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Now batting, third baseman, Mark
2 down,
Vientos.
bases empty. And now Mark Vientos grounded out his first time. Misses off the plate, and that is ball one. And another ball.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
Next offering is down low. Center field. Robert on the move. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Mike Tauchman. Now a screamer into the outfield. This one looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double in the fourth.
Well, here we
Up
are,
next
third time
for the
through the
White
order,
Sox,
and this is
center
where we
fielder,
see the
Luis
OPS
Robert
jump up.
Jr.
Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Kodai Senga done for the afternoon, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Now pitching for the New
Sean
York
Reed
Mets,
Foley takes over on the
number
mound.
71.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this
Sean
one, so
Reed
they've got a lot of
Foley.
outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
And up next for Chicago, Luis Robert Jr. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Soto makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Now batting, left fielder Andrew Benintendi.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. He's 0 for 1. There's the strike, 95 of that one. One away with a runner at third. Top half of inning number 4.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
The other way, and foul ball. And he grounds one to the right side. Acuna over to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
Now
So
batting,
important to
the first
really
baseman,
lock in on an
Andrew
at-bat like
Vaughn.
this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
And here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. Nasty pitch right there. Strike 1. They tried to get him to chase on a slider,
One ball,
down
one
and away. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. On the ground to third. Tosses across to first, and that is the inning. But they push across 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, no one left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. White Sox 4 and the Mets 1. Back here in Queens,
Leading off
ready to
for the
go,
Mets,
bottom 4.
first
Here's a big
baseman,
power
Pete
threat. Pete Alonso. And there's a strike.
Well, these Mets just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
Sets him down on strikes. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Nimmo in the box now. No balls and a strike. One out, base is empty. Foul ball there. Up the middle. On the run, throw to first, and it beats him. What a play.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Two outs, base is empty. Starling Marte up to hit. Breaking ball misses down and away.
1-0.
On the ground to short. Whips it across. Marte retired. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Mets go down quickly, and they trail it 4-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 5th. Now the third baseman, Josh Rojas. Reed Foley back to work. Swinging a foul out of play. Reed Foley goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, and he works in a slider. That's down and in. A slider missed. And that's downstairs. 2-2.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Right through there, got him. And now one away. Lenny Sosa digs in now. A walk, and he's also singled.
Sosa.
That one close, ruled the ball. And it's 1-0. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the 5th. That's down and in. Swing and a miss. Now 2 balls and a strike.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
This one in the air, right field. Soto. He's there. He's got it. 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Miguel Vargas.
And now the DH, Miguel Vargas. He is struck out, and he is walked. And that misses. 1-0.
One ball, no strike.
That one missed. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the White Sox as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Back here at Citi
Leading
Field,
off
ready to
for
go
the
for the
Mets,
last half of the inning.
center
And
fielder,
stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. First pitch misses.
Well, these Mets need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Towards first. Vaughn takes it himself. One up, one down.
Now
He's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Swing and a foul. Pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. And that skips in the dirt.
One ball,
The
one
Mets
strike.
trailing by 3. Last half of inning number 5. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ball.
And that one missing
Two
low.
balls, two strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches
Now batting,
to even that count
second
up
baseman,
at 2 balls and
Luis
2 strikes, but that time
Acuna.
chased outside the zone.
So 2 down now, and here is Luis Angel Acuna. Swinging a foul straight back. Two down, nobody on. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
All over that one right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they
Now
used to say,
batting,
charge it.
shortstop,
Crazy. And now they've got some speed on
Francisco
first, so we'll see
Lindor.
if they try to get him into motion.
Lindor stands in now and watches strike one. Next pitch is outside. The 1-1 is fouled off. And downstairs.
2-2.
Next
Three
pitch
balls.
misses way outside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch. Well, this is a play that you've got to make. The pitcher steps off as the runner leaves early. Make the throws, put the tag on the runner, and execute. I guess you tip your cap to the base runner on that one. Really good job of getting out of it.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Mets strand one, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Top six.
Leading off for
Stepping
the White
in is the
Sox,
switch hitting shortstop, Brooks Baldwin. Just missed. That one fouled off. And a swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Next pitch is downstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around.
Really love the pitch sequence right there.
Now
I'm telling
batting,
you what, pitcher and
catcher,
catcher on the
Corey
same page
Lee.
right now.
Next to hit, Corey Lee. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
In the on-deck
Come on,
circle, you
one
really
strike.
want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
That's in there. And the count 1-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Now batting, right fielder
Stepping
Mike
in,
Tauchman.
the White Sox leadoff man, Mike Tauchman. And the first pitch misses for ball one. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Down in order go the White Sox, but they lead it 4-1. Well, we go bottom six, and stepping in for New York, Juan Soto. That one's in there. That's strike one. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Gus Barlin, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Ellard, a left-hander, also throwing. Late swing, foul to the left. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit-by pitch to lead off the inning.
Leading off for the Mets.
So digging in,
third
Mark
baseman,
Vientos.
Mark Vientos.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Strike two.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
And a curve is down and in. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And the batter now Pete Alonso.
First baseman, Pete Alonso.
That's too low, and that's ball one. On the ground to third, Rojas. Over to second, double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over. Nothing across here this half. Seventh inning coming up. White Sox 4 and the Mets 1.
Now pitching for the
Daniel
Mets.
Nunez gets the call
Number
from the pen.
72.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So digging in,
Leading off
Luis
for the White
Robert
Sox,
Jr.
center
0 for
fielder,
3 with 2
Luis
flyouts and a
Robert
strikeout.
Jr.
Pitch is in there. That's strike one. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Ball one low.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
You know, Boog, you often
Now
think of
batting,
sliders
left
more
fielder,
for that
Andrew
horizontal
Benintendi.
movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
On the ground, Acuna to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
And now the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Danny Young, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Stanek warming up as well. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is downstairs. And that's in the dirt.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
That's inside. And the count is 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
In the air out towards right center. Taylor ranging after it. Nabs it. And that is that. Set for the last
Leading
half of the
off
7th.
for the
Now
Mets,
the left fielder,
left
Brandon
fielder,
Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo.
That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Martin Perez out of the game, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Now pitching for
New
Chicago.
arm out of the bullpen, Gus
Number
Varland.
37, Gus Varland.
Here's Starling Marte. 1 for 2. First offering, and it just misses.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Varland over to first, and he's back in easily. Headed towards the corner, and no one can get there. Lead runner touches second, headed for third, headed for the plate. The tag, and he's safe. It's 4-2.
Well done. Drives in the run. Really important at bat coming up now.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Taylor now at the plate. And a swing and a miss.
No ball. 1 strike.
Tying run at the plate. Popped up. Sosa. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, catcher Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front. With the tying run at the plate, you're at the bottom of the 7th.
1-2.
In the dirt. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. The tying run at the plate. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Another 1-2. In the air, right side. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Here's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Yeah, that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Marte at second with 2 down. And that skips into dirt. Chopped on the ground. And a foul ball. That's smacked on a line to center. Base hit. Now a long throw home. It's offline, and he scores. And they trail by 1.
Well, it certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
2 outs, runner on first. And now it's Frankie Lindor. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
No.
And another ball.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Gus Varland gives way, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
And
Chicago.
we've got ourselves a pitching change.
Number 55.
Frazier Ellard.
These are the
Frazier
spots relievers
Ellard.
really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Big situation, and here comes the big bat of Juan Soto. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing. First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. And fouled off. And there's a ball.
That's a
Home
ball.
plate umpires try to tighten things up a little bit.
Off the mark there. And it's 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's wrong.
And that one ripped to left. Fair ball. 1 runs in. Lindor zipping around third. He scores and they have the lead.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
So runner at second, 2 down. So up next for New York, Mark Vientos. Fastball is outside.
1-0.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-1.
Runner at second, 2 down. That one off the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 4 runs in the inning, and they've jumped in front. 8th inning coming up. It's the Mets 5 and the White Sox 4. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jose
Now
Butto.
pitching
Well,
for
the best
New York
relievers
Mets.
love the opportunity to
Number
come in and
70,
protect a tight lead
Jose
late in the ball game. Some of them are
Butto.
just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Josh
Leading off for the
Rojas
White
getting
Sox,
ready to hit
third
a
baseman,
walk
Josh
and a pair of
Rojas.
strikeouts. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Grabs it on the run, and there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Tap foul at the plate. Trying to hold a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss at a slider. Action in the Mets bullpen. Edwin Diaz, the closer, is getting loose. Looking to get the tying run on base. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. White Sox down a run. Foul ball, still 0-2. And ball one. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And next is the designated hitter, Miguel Vargas. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They trail it 5-4. Back here in Queens, bottom of the 8th, and here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Eller back to work. Eller, a 6'4 lefty, 220 pounds, and he was drafted in the 8th round in 2021. Next pitch is outside. Next offering is fouled back. 2-1 now. Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. That one back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting left fielder, Brandon.
That's a really nice job right there. Great awareness, making the catch up against the wall. You see the perfect technique, feeling for the wall with the bare hand while keeping his eyes on the baseball as it's coming down, his glove in a good position to make the catch. That's exactly how you do it.
Nimmo, batting with one down, takes a strike. One down, base is empty. Out towards left center. Could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. It's a double, and he's 3 for 4 tonight.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
So up next, Starling Marte. And the first offering is not close. And another ball. One out and a runner at second here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one misses, and it's 3-0. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate is not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Frazier Ellard won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
Jordan
Chicago,
Leisure will take over
number
here.
49.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this
Jordan
game.
Leisure.
They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. 0 for 3 in this one. Fouled off. He was late. Two on, 1 out.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
In the dirt. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Benintendi makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. And that's outside.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Nimmo on third. Marte on at first with 2 down. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
First and second, 2 outs. And stepping in for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. Just missed. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Pitch misses, and the count is 2-0.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Inside corner for a strike. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Through 8 full, it's the Mets 6 and the White Sox 4.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 39, Edwin Diaz.
And we're back.
Leading
All
off
set
for
to
the
start
White
the
Sox,
ninth in this
shortstop,
one. And
Brooks
now
Baldwin.
Brooks Baldwin. Diaz, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a two-seamer. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-1. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That one outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Gets a piece and stays alive. That one outside, and it's 3-2. Ripped into right center, base hit. So he gets a hit after a long battle with the pitcher.
Now batting catcher Corey
And now the
Lee.
catcher comes up to hit. Corey Lee, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And that's a little bit high. Ball 1.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this lineup over. So get a little momentum as you turn it over.
Tying run at the plate. That's a little high. And now 2-0. That's a little bit low. Mike Tauchman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the ninth. There's the strike, 3-1.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play. Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum
Now
very
batting,
quickly. They're in
right
some hot
fielder,
water
Mike
trying to protect
Tauchman.
this lead.
First and second, no outs. So up next for Chicago, Mike Tauchman. Line to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is a big first out. Yeah, the batter now,
Up next
Luis
for
Robert
Chicago,
Jr.
center fielder Luis Robert Jr.
That one missed. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. And another ball. Two on, 1 out. Just missed. Andrew Benintendi in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
Well, that sets up a really big at bat in this game.
Up
These are
next
the
for
moments when
Chicago,
everyone in the
left
stadium
fielder,
gets
Andrew
really locked in.
Benintendi.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Now Andrew Benintendi. And that's a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen, so hard to play catch-up.
This one's blistered. No doubt about it. Out of here. Grand slam. That'll fire up the dugout, and they've rallied from 3 back. it's 8-6. That sound you hear is every writer in the press box smashing the delete button on their keyboards.
Talk about flipping the script, Boog. This story was set up for a different type of finish. Now, who knows how to end? Just an unbelievable turn of events here. I mean, they've been putting together solid at-bats all inning. They set the table for him, and he delivered big time to get him the lead. Huge momentum shift on that swing, and now we'll see if they can hold on.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Edwin Diaz will depart. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching
Ryan
for the
Stanek
Mets.
on to pitch out of the pen
Number
here.
55. Ryan Stanek.
One down. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Andrew Vaughn. And that's way high. Ball one.
1-0.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
One strike.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Next offering misses down and away. Sets him down looking. He's got to be frustrated with that call. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Josh Rojas. Slider right there.
No ball.
Action in the
One
pen
strike.
down there. Danny Young, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Garrett also getting ready. And that's downstairs and outside. Next offering in there for a strike. And a count 1-2.
1-2.
And there's a ball. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Alvarez down to first in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. But they leave their mark on the inning as we get another look at the grand slam. It's now 8-6. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Justin Anderson.
And I can't
Now
imagine
pitching
any
for
save is an
Chicago.
easy one. You're holding
Number
a small
60,
lead on the scoreboard,
Justin
and you know those hitters
Anderson.
are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
For the Mets.
So back to the top of the order.
Francisco
Here's the Mets leadoff
Lindor.
man, Francisco Lindor. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Anderson ready to work. And now the count is even.
1-1.
just off the inside edge. Swung on, belted. Tauchman going back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto will hit next. And first offering is fouled off.
No, that's a ball.
Base is empty, one away. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. That misses, and the count is even, 2-2. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. The Mets down by a pair here in the last half of inning number 9. Shoots a line drive single into right center.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, Vientos. The next to hit, 0 for 4, 2 ground outs, a flyout, and a strikeout.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
And there's a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Inside, just missed. The White Sox leading by 2, and the home team trying to pull it out. And that drops in for a strike.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And they're down to their last out.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
So it's their last chance in this one. Pete Alonso digs in now. In there for strike 1.
0-1.
Two outs. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Ball game.
Well, all game this team had to battle with that 10th man. Those fans making a lot of noise, but they took the lead in the 9th inning, quieted things down, and were able to get those final 3 outs in the bottom half as well. Just a very well executed ball game.
Final score of 8-6 in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.